You have big dreams, aspirations that soar high, and a burning desire to live the life you've always imagined. Yet, there's a catch. Despite knowing exactly what needs to be done, you find yourself stuck in inaction. Days pass, and the list of tasks you've promised to tackle only grows longer. The frustration is palpable, and with every missed opportunity, guilt starts to settle in. Deep inside, you know you're capable of so much more. But that nagging mental block prevents you from taking the first step. This isn't just about a few lazy days or minor setbacks. It's about watching your true potential slip away, quietly and without warning. The paradox is clear. Despite wanting to take action, you find yourself procrastinating. But why does this happen? And more importantly, how can you break free from this cycle and transform your ambitions into tangible achievements? Stoicism can offer powerful insights into why we procrastinate and how we can overcome it. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, didn't just preach about enduring life's hardships. They provided strategies to live a life of consistent action, one that's aligned with our deeper values and goals. Procrastination, from their perspective, isn't merely an inconvenience. It's a failure to align our actions with our rational understanding of what is important. Imagine this. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't just a reminder to stay busy, it's a call to live with urgency. Every moment wasted is a moment of life lost. The Stoics believe that life's purpose isn't just to endure, but to act with vigor, to fulfill our duties and reach our potential. When we delay action, whether out of fear, uncertainty, or even laziness, we don't just avoid discomfort, we also increase our internal turmoil. Procrastination doesn't just leave tasks undone, it adds an invisible burden to our minds, cluttering our thoughts with unfinished business. Seneca offers a wake-up call when he reminds us that while we hesitate, life is slipping away. The reality is simple, time is fleeting, and procrastination robs us of the opportunity to live intentionally. This is where Stoicism's concept of memento mori comes into play, not as a morbid obsession with death, but as a catalyst to live each moment with purpose. Knowing that time is limited encourages us to use it wisely, to live deliberately rather than by chance. So, how do you break free from the chains of procrastination? The Stoic solution is simple yet powerful. Take immediate, small actions. As Epictetus wisely advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. It's about aligning thought and action without hesitation. You don't need to tackle everything at once. Instead, focus on one small step at a time. By breaking tasks down into manageable parts, you can create momentum, turning the act of doing into a habit. Over time, these small actions will accumulate, helping you overcome the inertia of procrastination. Stoicism doesn't teach us to be busy for the sake of being busy. It encourages us to be purposefully active, engaged in tasks that align with our values and contribute to the greater good. When our actions are meaningful, procrastination becomes less of a temptation. The concept of amor fati, the love of fate, plays a vital role here. Embrace what life throws at you, not just with acceptance, but with energy and enthusiasm. By turning obstacles into opportunities, we can transform challenges into growth. For the Stoics, every action, or inaction, holds moral weight. Procrastination isn't just about delaying tasks, it's about delaying who you are meant to be. It's a conscious choice to know what's right, but to avoid taking action. This, for the Stoics, is an ethical failure. Marcus Aurelius even wrote in his Meditations that we should perform every action as though it were our last. There's no room for delay when we live with this mindset. It's not about rushing through life. It's about living intentionally, making each moment count. So, what's holding you back? If you want to turn your dreams into reality, you need to start now. Procrastination is not just a habit, it's an obstacle in the way of becoming the person you are meant to be. By following the Stoic path, aligning your actions with your deeper values, and taking immediate steps, you'll unlock the power to transform your dreams into achievable goals. The time to act is now. Don't let another moment slip away. Life isn't about merely passing the time. It's about approaching every task with urgency, intention, and purpose. Every moment wasted in hesitation isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a profound loss of our most valuable, non-renewable resource, time. Procrastination isn't just about laziness or poor time management. From a Stoic perspective, it often stems from fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of the unknown. But the Stoics remind us that fear is nothing more than an illusion, a distortion of reality that keeps us from acting. Instead of being paralyzed by the uncertainty of outcomes, we must focus on what we can control: our effort, our discipline, and our mindset. When we procrastinate, we surrender our control to fear. We let hesitation dictate our actions instead of reason. Epictetus warns that each instance of inaction weakens our character, while every act of discipline strengthens it. Just as muscles grow through resistance, our willpower is forged by overcoming our tendency to delay. The more we choose action over avoidance, the more we cultivate the kind of person we aspire to be. One of the most powerful Stoic techniques for combating procrastination is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This practice involves envisioning the worst-case scenario, stripping fear of its mystery. What if you fail? What if the task is harder than expected? What if you look foolish? By mentally preparing for these outcomes, they lose their power over you. The unknown becomes known, and suddenly, what once felt overwhelming becomes manageable. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, we should embrace them as opportunities for growth. That report you've been putting off, that conversation you've been dreading, these are not obstacles to your progress. They are your progress. Every difficult task tackled head-on strengthens your resilience, discipline, and ability to navigate life's inevitable challenges. How do we apply this wisdom practically? Break big tasks into small steps. Instead of being intimidated by a massive project, start with one simple action. Write the first sentence. Make the first phone call. Action fuels momentum. Create a routine. Eliminate the need to decide when and how to start. Set specific times for work, rest, and reflection, removing the mental friction that feeds procrastination. Detach from outcomes. Focus on doing your best, not on whether the result will be perfect. The only thing within your control is your effort, nothing else. Face discomfort head-on. Identify the tasks you avoid the most and make them your priority. The more you confront discomfort, the less control it has over you. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I act in alignment with my values? Did I let fear control me? Self-awareness is the foundation of self-improvement. Seneca warns, while we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. The time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Every moment of hesitation is a moment lost forever. You don't need grand gestures to break free from procrastination. You just need one decision, to act. So, what will you do right now? Every day presents an opportunity for growth, learning, and self-improvement. Take a moment to pause and reflect. What did you accomplish today? Where did you struggle? Reflection isn't just an idle exercise. It's a powerful tool for personal transformation. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, was a firm believer in self-examination. His meditations, a collection of personal writings, weren't meant for anyone else's eyes. They were his way of understanding himself, refining his character, and navigating the challenges of life with wisdom. You can do the same. Journaling is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to reinforce your daily efforts and prepare yourself for tomorrow. Ask yourself, by making this a daily habit, you cultivate self-awareness and intentionality, ensuring that each day builds upon the last. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This technique helps combat procrastination by visualizing potential obstacles before they arise. Instead of blindly hoping things will go smoothly, anticipate difficulties. Think about the consequences of delaying your work. Now, flip the perspective. Picture the rewards of overcoming procrastination. The satisfaction of completing your tasks, the peace of mind that comes with progress, and the confidence that builds when you take control of your time. By shifting your focus from avoiding discomfort to pursuing success, you turn hesitation into action. Life will always present challenges, some expected, others completely unforeseen. But rather than seeing difficulties as roadblocks, the Stoic approach is to view them as opportunities for growth. Seneca wisely said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that they are difficult." Adopt a mindset that welcomes adversity. Each challenge strengthens your resilience, sharpens your character, and brings you closer to your highest potential. When faced with difficulty, remind yourself that you are capable of handling it. Growth comes not from avoiding hardship, but from confronting it with courage and wisdom. It's easy to get lost in regrets about the past or worries about the future. But Stoicism reminds us that the only moment we truly have control over is now. Imagine how much more effective, present, and fulfilled you would be if you devoted your full attention to the task at hand. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the fleeting nature of time, urging us to act with purpose. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Your life isn't made up of grand achievements alone. It's shaped by the small, consistent actions you take each day. Instead of rushing mindlessly through tasks, bring deliberate intention to everything you do. Whether it's focusing fully on a conversation, immersing yourself in your work, or appreciating a quiet moment of rest, make each action meaningful. Understanding Stoic principles is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when you put them into practice. Start small. The path of Stoicism isn't always easy. It demands consistency, self-honesty, and the willingness to embrace discomfort. But the rewards? A deeper sense of purpose, greater emotional resilience, and a life lived with integrity. Seneca reminds us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Don't let another day slip by in hesitation. Start now. Take control of your actions, embrace the present, and discover the power of living with intention. Every small step you take today is part of a larger journey, one toward wisdom, strength, and a life of deeper meaning. Let's walk this path together.